premiering July 17th on Paramount Plus. Tell me about injecting a bit of humor into your iteration of the character, which hasn't been available in previous versions of it.
So true.
Yeah, tell us a bit about what informs that.
Oh, I mean, the writing. I mean, we're given so much room to move, and the writers are so talented. I'm naturally a very goofy person in real life. And a lot of the time when you're in Starfleet, you're quite put together, you're quite reserved, and some of the comedy moments of travel has been really fun to lean into the physical comedy of it and be like, oh, I'm allowed to do this as well. This is awesome. So it's been really freeing.
Tell us a bit about working together with Ethan Peck. I know that's sort of like a storyline many of us are rooting for.
Yeah.
Your chemistry working together with him. Tell us a bit about that working relationship.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ethan is so lovely to work with. He's so kind and so thoughtful and sensitive. It's always been such a dream to work with him. I've always felt very safe.
So tell us about the importance of casting someone authentically Scottish for this role. We've seen previous iterations.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just talking about that earlier. It's part of the reason why I hadn't really seen much Star Trek before, because I knew that there was someone doing a dodgy Scottish accent. So it kind of puts you off a little bit. So I think that kind of shows the power of representation in itself. There's only 5 million Scottish people, but let's see if we can reach them.
Tell us about your transition from stage to a television star. What has that been like?
Gosh, you're very kind. I would say transitioning from stage performance to screen performance, it was a real journey of learning how to consolidate the emotional effort. I find that in theater, you're performing to the last row in the last mezzanine, and for TV and film, you're performing to your scene partner, and a camera just so happens to be there. And so the style of performance is much more intimate, and I found it to be a really interesting new muscle to flex as an actor. But it definitely, at first, I was like, okay, so I can talk quieter. I feel like I have such a stage voice, so I'm yelling all the time, and my scene partners are very and I'm like, anyway. And so I'm definitely learning how to balance the two.
That was educational. I love that. Stepping into this role of Uhura, it's such an iconic role, so many beloved role.
Yeah.
What informed your take on this character that you've never approached before in your other work?
Yes, of course. I think approaching a character that is as beloved as Uhura, that is as established as Uhura, when I first found out I'd be contributing anything to this role, I was really excited and also a little overwhelmed. I knew the legacy that this character holds. Nichelle Nichols is such a hero of mine. I feel really honored that the production team trusted me with her legacy, and to be able to contribute pieces of myself and my ability to this character that is so established and well loved.
Rooney, do you have anything to say? Silence is more than enough.
Here's my little baby girl. I can see her there.
Cute. Is that a Shih Tzu?
I'm obsessed with my dog too, so I can so relate to all of this.
Yeah.
So tell us about your character. I know she understands what it's like being an outsider. You probably have experiences like that being biracial.
100%.
Tell us about that experience informing your character here.
Well, that was at the forefront of it, was my experience, especially being a kid, feeling like I was less than because I wasn't like everybody else, and I got bullied throughout my whole childhood, and so that also speaks to La'an's augmented DNA from Khan as well, and her feeling like she's potentially has something inside her that could harm others, and the shame of the name that was kind of the same for me as a kid. It's almost
Yes,
like I
I can
felt
relate.
ashamed of being Chinese, ashamed of having a father with the name Chong.
Yeah.
And so it was very cathartic working through that. You know, I tried to make my roles as real as possible by injecting my own emotions and my own personal life into them.
Your character is the perfect balance of tough, able to carry a weapon and handle it, but also very funny. How do you strike that perfect balance?
The writing helps. The writing makes it easy. They've created this character that I just love inhabiting. It was funny, I read a quote the other day from Leonard Nimoy where he said that Spock is his best friend. Spock was his best friend. And I'm like, yeah, Ortegas is like my best friend. And so it's, I know her so well. And I know like when she cracks a joke, why she's doing it in the moment, whether it's whether they are, you know, having a drink or they are on the bridge and, you know, they're in the middle of a space battle. There's a reason behind what she does, and the crew trusts her and she trusts them, and you see all of that in their banter. And I feel like fans like attach themselves to that from episode 1 of season 1. They were like, this feels like a crew that's always existed. It feels like a crew that we already know, and that's a testament to the acting, the writing, and the casting directors who put us all together.
Critics' Choice Awards, Primetime Emmys, the accolades keep pouring in. How proud of this production are you, and where does this rank in your list of accomplishments as a producer?
Wow. I mean, I'm deeply proud of it. It's probably one of the closest things to my heart that I've worked on.
Yeah.
I love Star Trek. I love science fiction. I grew up loving this kind of thing. Getting to do that, plus getting to do comedy sometimes, getting to try really, really crazy like genre switching. Like it's not a thing that you get to do on every show. It's not a thing you get to do on many shows. So it's been like a weird gift getting to work on this one. The main thing is like you gotta get out of the way and like let them do the things. Yes. We try to find directors who we think are right for the specific type of episode we're working on. Every one of them is a delight. Every one of them brings incredible stuff to the show. You know, every one of our actors is amazing. We want to have them try things that they haven't tried, and they really rise to it. And so my whole thing is like, if you make the place fun to be, they will bring the fun.
So I know that season 5 will conclude this branch of the series, and that's coming up.
It is.
What will you miss most about filming in Toronto?
Ooh. I mean, being here when the seasons change is magic.
We take that for granted. I feel like, not everyone has that.
Yeah, I think in places where, like, I'm from Australia and the temperature is much more level.
Yes.
I mean, we still have seasons, but it's nothing like here.
Yes.
And I think
Extreme.
there's a certain magic that's lost with that. I think that being humbled by the changing of the seasons and being forced to respond to them with, like, your life's completely changed in the winter, you know? And so when you see, like, all the trees start to like bud, and like everyone comes out to see the cherry blossoms for 5 days. And, you know,
it's a thing.
and like I was walking down the street the other day, there was like a brass band just like laying in the sun, you know, like having the best time. And I'm like, this is awesome, and I think that is something that I don't experience at home that I really, really love.
Well, the thing is, you guys have seasons. We don't really have seasons. We have rain constantly.
Just constant rain.
Yeah, and slightly less rain. Someone told me Glasgow, I'm from just outside of Glasgow, I'm from Desert. Someone told me that Glasgow has 50 days of sunshine a year.
Just a few.
Yeah. So, you know, I'll miss that. I'll miss, you know, I quite like the fact that you've got a bit of the extremes, at least you experience it, you know. At least there's a variation there. So I'll miss that, I'll miss the seasons. What else I like? There's loads of Scottish people here, but that's a stupid thing to miss because I'll be going home to Scotland where there's even more Scottish people. But yeah, I don't know, Canadians are all lovely. The city's lovely. I love it. Yeah.
Oh God, the thrifting. I love the clothes here. I also love working with the people here. Toronto crews are some of the most generous, most just warm people. I've worked all over North America, and Canadian crews are definitely some of the best.
I'm going to ask you, so season 5, that's going to begin production end of the year.
Yeah.
That's it. What are you going to miss most about being in Toronto? Because this has been a big part of your life.
Oh my God, it's Yeah, it's bittersweet, and you know, she has friends here. She has her boyfriend here.
Oh my god, she's got a boyfriend.
She's got a boyfriend.
Is that so, young lady?
and just the crew. You know, seeing the crew and turning up to work today and knowing these familiar faces, because it gives you more confidence when you don't have to worry about,
That's right.
you know,
It's one less thing to worry about.
proving yourself to other people,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
like being accepted or being liked. And so, yeah, it's been a real magical experience being here through the 5 seasons, the 5 years, allowing our artistry to be at the forefront rather than any of the worries that, you know, I know where I'm coming to Toronto. All my hair groomers is here. The places I love Impact Kitchen.
Oh my god, that seems to be a hit. I feel like everybody.
Oh my god,
loves it.
Adelaide, the one in
that's it,
Adelaide,
that's
yeah,
it,
like
yeah.
that. I love Impact Kitchen, and you know, the Bar Chef, you know, all these places that I like to go and hang out, and taking her to Trinity Bellwoods, and
Yes.
you know, I'm definitely going to miss that. But I have a feeling I'll be back for something else. Like
You are
Toronto.
literally an honorary Torontonian. The fact that you knew all that, I'm so impressed.
Have you ever been to Barbarian's Steakhouse?
Steakhouse, never. But it's iconic, and I haven't.
Iconic.
Is it everything? Is it
I
everything?
love it. You have to go.
Oh my goodness. Filming on set is just getting to hang out with my friends, you know, almost every day. But I'm not even thinking about that yet because I'm just
No.
like, we're filming season 4, season 3 is
One thing
coming
at a
out.
time.
We don't even know what season 5 is going to look like. So the best thing I could tell fans who kind of, you know, were shook by that news,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, great news and also interesting news, is that just there's a lot of Trek to come.
Well, I mean, Canadians are the nicest people I've ever worked with. The people I work on the show with bring like a lot of like thought and care to everything they do.
Right.
They've just made like they've actually had the same approach. They've just made the place like a really nice place to work.
Yes.
You know, I think the food is really good. Like, I think you know. So really great. The summer is really wonderful.
Yes.
I grew up on the other side, just like on the other side of the lake.
Right.
So I'm used to
It's
the
not too
weather.
different. Yes.
Yeah,
You know
not
that
so
you get the
different.
seasons,
I
unlike
get
some of
the
the other
seasons.
castings.
We don't really have the seasons in LA until you get to have those. I don't know. There's a lot of it. There's a lot of this, but you know,
I feel like you'll be back anyways.
I think we'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we'll be back for many purposes, all of which I will be vague about. Hey.
Oh, we're waving? Oh, it's a video. Oh.
Okay, Christina, you've got something coming out. Tell us about
I
it.
have my new single coming out July 25th with Ethan Peck. My first ever duet. He co-wrote it with me, and it's called Baby Blue Day, and it will be out in 2 weeks on Friday.
Congratulations. It's on my Spotify already. I got it.
Got it. Well, it's not because I haven't put it on there yet, but
We'll get you on there after this.
after this we'll get it on.
Bye, Britta.
I love bossy women. This bossy one right here to my left.